Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Today in the NA. I'm Vinny Paracelli. We've got a good one for you today as we're about to enter the month of October. We've got a number of big series to be on the lookout for this weekend. We'll preview a bunch of those here coming up. October is anti-bullying month here in the NAHL. We'll show you some of the things our teams are doing around their community. And you know we've got those NCAA commitments coming out of the league. Let's get right to those. Let's start with Bo Cosman, the El Paso Rhinos. He has committed to the University of Massachusetts. From Milton, Georgia, Cosman is beginning his second season with the Rhinos. He had 10 goals and 21 points in 59 games a year ago. He's off to a hot start this season with 2 goals and 6 points in just 6 games this time around. Lone Star Brahmas defenseman Ray Murakami has announced his commitment to Niagara University. The native of Japan is entering his second year with Lone Star. In 50 total games a year ago, Murakami had 6 goals and 18 points. We've got another NAHL veteran making college plans. Max Scott of the North Iowa Bulls is committed to Brown University. Scott is entering his third season in the league. He spent 1 year in Amarillo and last year with North Iowa. In 21-22, he registered 7 goals and 27 points through 41 games. He's picked up a goal and 2 helpers through 5 contests in 22-23. The NAHL is about to kick off its anti-bullying month. Throughout the month of October, the North American Hockey League will release a series of videos representing all of our teams advocating in the prevention of childhood bullying. This is the second year we've done this, and we're inviting all of you to wear blue in support and be on the lookout for anti-bullying events happening at a rink near you. Now on to the 26-game schedule for this weekend. We got the defending Robertson Cup champion New Jersey Titans hosting their home opener against the Maryland Black Bears. The Titans' title defense has gotten off to a very slow start as they lost their first 6 games of the season. They bounced back with a sweep of Danbury last weekend and are hopeful that turnaround continues. Maryland, on the other hand, has won 5 in a row and is off to a 7-1 start. Christian Catalano and Gabriel Wessling are 2 of just 4 players that have 10 points at this point of the season. We head over to the Central Division where first place could be up for grabs as Austin and North Iowa do battle in a home-and-home. After a perfect showcase, the Bruins dropped back-to-back shootouts to the Norsemen. As for the Bulls, they went 3-1 in Blaine before splitting a weekend set in Minot a week ago. Over in the Midwest Division, we've got 2 series to look at. First, we've got the top 2 teams from last season's regular season standings, Fairbanks and Springfield. The Ice Dogs edged the Junior Blues by 1 point for the regular season crown. So far this year, Fairbanks is 6-2 and is currently riding a 4-game win streak after sweeping Wisconsin last week. Springfield is 2-2 on the year. They lost their first 2 games in Blaine and bounced back to win the next 2. They are well rested, and it should be a good series at the Nelson Center. Then we've got a battle of Wisconsin between Chippewa and Janesville. The Steel currently have 8 points with a record of 4-3. They dropped 2 of 3 last week to the Anchorage Wolverines. And after a perfect showcase, Janesville also dropped 2 of 3 last weekend with 2 overtime losses to Kenai River. Those extra 2 points helped them stay tied for first, though, with Fairbanks in that competitive division. Then finally, the last series we'll take a look at is El Paso and Lone Star. The Rhinos have won 4 straight after sweeping the Ice Rays at Corpus Christi last week. They are off to a 5-1 start, just 2 points back in first place. Lone Star only had 1 game a week ago, but they took care of a previously unbeaten Oklahoma 2-1. The Brahmas are 4-1 out of the gate and are tied for 4th in the South Division. You can catch all the North American Hockey League games on NAHL TV. Be sure to follow the league on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Also be sure to check out the Short Shifts podcast for an interview with NAHL Commissioner and President Mark Frankenfeld. You can get that on Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud. That will do it for this edition of Today in the NA. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you come on back next week as we bring you the latest from the North American Hockey League.